Hello, hello. My name is Michael Hollingsworth with the Kingdom of Solara. I'm going to be talking to you today about some of the historical European martial arts rule sets, otherwise known as Hema. Some very specific things go into the armor and the equipment that goes into this kind of fighting division. So the first thing that you're going to need, first and foremost, is a fetter, some kind of training sword of some kind. You'll want to make sure, obviously, that the sword is dulled. We don't want to cut our friends. So that being said, make sure that it's a good, safe, rolled edge, something on the tip, some kind of spatulated tip, something on there that would be smooth if you're going to tip it, would be a really good idea. But one thing that you definitely want to make sure of is that your sword has a good flex. Like, it shouldn't really take a whole lot of force to get that thing to bend. That's part of the safety features of the blade itself. But you get those things in place and your weapon's ready to go. As far as what you're wearing on your body, that's going to be a very key factor. Now, before I start going into that, some of the hard aspects that you'll put on is for your protection. It's understood that if you take a hit on that hard protection, you got cut. So your opponent gets a point. That being said, hard joint protection is a must. Something on your elbows, something on your knees. You don't necessarily have to have something on your shin, but I would certainly suggest it. And you'll also need something as far as pants and a jacket that is at least 350 N. That's 350 newtons. That is the pressure force required to penetrate it. That'll help keep you nice and safe. One thing that you will absolutely need, why I didn't zip my jacket, as you can see here, you'll need a hard gorget to cover your neck. All right? So that's something that you're going to need for your safety. Make sure when you have your jacket, try to get something that's going to be double-breasted, something that's going to kind of cross over a little bit. Some folks will even have a hard plastron underneath. That'll help keep you nice and safe in your fencing. And it'll be a good time for you and for your opponent. Make sure that you're fencing safely. Another thing that you will absolutely need, you will need a mask. You will need a fencing mask, something that will be good to cover your face. But not only that, you're going to need something with hard back of the head protection connected to that mask in case you get a shot to the back of the head. Notice anything?
So I think we'll magically have the mask on in about 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that. It worked. All right, so let's continue talking about this, right? So as you can see, not only does he have something on to protect his face from shots, he's also got something on the back of his head as well in case he should turn. Obviously, this isn't something we can really would go for, but if you take a shot back there, you want to be good and protected. All right, I want to reiterate, okay? Make sure that you've got a good long sleeve jacket on. Yes, it is soft, but you want to put your hard protection on over top of that, all right? So that way it is hard over soft. That's how we always do things here in the Kingdom of Solara. It helps keep you safe. Make sure you've got good hard hand protection as well. That is absolutely going to be necessary. Something for heavy, long sword gloves. All right, this is specifically in regard to long sword. Other weapons, there's a little bit of a playroom for that, but we can get into that later. Ultimately, if you're looking into getting into Hema fighting, this is pretty much what you're looking at.